Good day to all participants, and thanks to the NTA for this invitation to share insights about future directions for TVET. Although as a child I failed to gain entrance to the 100 places of free secondary schooling, in retrospect, I consider this early failure to be beneficial because it led me to a fulfilling vocational career. Following that early lapse, I worked in the sugarcane fields of Woodford Lodge Estates to earn money that allowed me to attend the Junior Technical School, High Street, San Fernando, the first full-time technical school in Trinidad and Tobago. However, even then I was convinced that life had a higher purpose, and loading sugarcane was only a passing phase. Afterwards, I was successful in gaining a 5-year apprenticeship at Shell Trinidad Limited. Shell apprentices lived in a hostel, and we had opportunities to engage in scouting, drama, swimming, debating, dancing, and a range of hobbies, together with a rigorous technical curriculum. These experiences led me to realize that I was not inferior to anyone, and that a welder could be just as important to national development as a surgeon. I became fascinated with the world around me and came to understand that my success in life would be realized by my own efforts, and I sought every opportunity for self-improvement. Following my apprenticeship, I spent 7 years in heavy construction, working mainly on oilfield projects in Pointe-à-Pitre. I was often placed in charge of people who were much older than me, from whom I gained a deep understanding of people and the importance of respect. I later became a welding teacher and actually initiated welder training at San Fernando Technical Institute in Lysafort. Afterwards, I received the President's Gold Medal and a scholarship to study at the University of the West Indies as a consequence of placing first in the technical teachers' examinations. At UWI, my thirst for knowledge was being satisfied, and after the first degree at Mona, I completed the MA in Education and the PhD in Education at St. Augustine. Most of my research were relevant to TVET. Being someone who emerged from both TVET and academia, I can truly appreciate the global importance of worker preparation in a rapidly changing environment and the importance of skilled workers to an economy. As one who is prone to finding faults, I have often reflected on TVET in Trinidad and Tobago. First, I recognize that practical work is viewed by some people as being of low status, and low esteem is often accorded to TVET. This backward belief can be reduced by incorporating practical activities into the teaching methods used at the primary level. Students should be introduced to learning activities involving basic hand tools and familiar materials as they explore issues and devise solutions to common problems in their home environments. This activity can improve learning and enhance the status of practical work in the minds of students. We in TVET, of course, recognize that practical performance requires intelligence, knowledge, and appropriate soft skills. A competent worker must of necessity be capable of applying the academics, particularly mathematics, science, ICT, and communications, in order to assume a position of control rather than by simply performing repetitive tasks. The notion that some students are not academically inclined is a myth. I know that all children can learn if properly taught. Practical activities can be the vehicle to help learners understand concepts in academic subjects. Wherever disadvantaged students are weak in the academics, bridging programs should be incorporated into TVET to bring them up to a suitable level. We live in a dynamic environment. Because of rapid changes, practical techniques quickly become obsolete. Workers have to keep abreast of these technologies by developing self-learning skills and by being disposed to lifelong learning. Each individual must understand how he or she learns and be able to identify credible sources of information. When we look around and survey our economy, we must accept that an important objective of TVET trainees should be to prepare trainees for eventual ownership of related businesses. Then we can truly diversify. This kind of preparation can be facilitated by having training institutions operate on an enterprise model, such as the Food Preparation Department of John S. Donaldson Technical Institute did many years ago. Trainees can actually work on live jobs undertaken on behalf of paying customers within the scope of the curriculum. Apart from yielding income for the institution, this model immerses trainees into the realities of business operations, such as costing, identification of business opportunities, advertising, and strategies for business survival. I also believe that planning and discussions should take place for the reintroduction of apprenticeships. Apprenticeship training can be particularly advantageous in situations where it is uneconomical to establish training facilities for particular occupations. But competence goes beyond job performance. A skilled worker is incompetent if he or she fails to consider ethical principles. Teachers should place emphasis on developing a sense of positive values among students, such as honesty, productivity, inclusiveness, and quality emphasis. These values are best developed by teacher behavior, role plays, case studies, and by practice. For example, in my tenure as a welding teacher, the students were always responsible for cleaning and restoring the work area after practical sessions. There is need to boost the image of TVET. Steps should be taken to build the esteem of TVET students by arranging national exhibitions of students' accomplishments and highlighting personal achievement of exceptional graduates and TVET teachers. There should be national competitions in various vocational fields with substantial prizes and public recognition. Finally, I believe that there should be increased opportunities for TVET graduates to enter degree programs at the various universities. I was saddened to learn that with the closure of the training colleges, the scholarship scheme for TVET graduates, from which I benefited in the past, was disbanded. Steps should be taken for its reinstatement. In closing, I must say that I have had a fulfilling career as a vocational practitioner. I feel satisfied when I am recognized by past students, particularly when they reveal that as a consequence of their training, they have opened successful businesses or have had rewarding careers. I give thanks to the NTA for providing this opportunity. Thanks to everyone else who contributed to my career development as a craftsperson and as a teacher. Thank you.